Alright, hi. What I'm going to try here is going to try my first attempt at making micarta. And what I went ahead and did is I prepped my area. I watched a couple of videos on YouTube and seen that people were having problems keeping their wax paper down. So what I've done is I've duct taped the corners down so that while I'm working it won't be coming up on me. I've pre-measured my activator. I'm about to put in 8 ounces. This calls for 14 ounces for every ounce. But I asked a friend what would happen if I used less than what was recommended, and he said it would just take longer to get hard. So that gives me more time to manage with the stuff, and since it's my first time, I figured that's what I would do. It gives me a little bit more time. I've got a fan going on behind me. I got the garage door open, so I've got a lot of ventilation, but as you can see, I still got a respirator to put on, and going to make my first one out of paper, red, white, and blue. We'll see how that comes out. And what I'm using is just this all-purpose resin that I picked up at Lowe's. And one of the other tips that I saw was that the guy had put finishing paste on the inside of his, or he put wax on the inside to help to keep it from sticking. So I went ahead and I prepped that with a little bit on there, and I put a little bit on the wax paper, and we'll see if that helps with the release. And so let's go ahead and get started. Alright, well, got it all the way through, almost got all the layers that I wanted, but didn't quite get to the end. It's coming out of the sides. So, guess now all we have to do is sit and wait and see what happens. Alright, well, it's been about a day and a half, because this was my very first time attempting and making micarta. What I did was I put a few less ounces in the activator to give myself more working time. So what I did was I also increased the amount of time curing. So it's been on here for about a day and a half almost. And we'll see how this comes out. I'm hoping that it comes out the way I want it to, and but if it didn't, then we'll go back to the drawing board. And wow, this should be interesting. How to get this out of here. Ooh, that popped out of there very easily. If you remember from earlier in the video, what I did was I put a little of this paste waxed on the board, and that's what helped release that a lot easier. We'll see if it helped on this wax paper. You see that put that wax paper, I treated that with the paste wax also, and you can see how easy that came off of there. Helps with the release. So that hint was a pretty good tip. course, I guess there's some areas that weren't covered by the wax. You see on these outside edges I have some air bubbles, but I think when I get to it I cut that off and it shouldn't be a problem. There it is. Alright. What I'll do is I'll take it over to the saw, cut off a section, and we'll see what the final product comes out like. Alright, well, I'm back, and what I've done is I'm going ahead and cut off the edges. It's a little bit rough, but you can see what it looks like. Red, white, and blue. So I'm gonna finish this out. Turn it into a couple knife scales. Once it's done, show the pictures at the end.